You see what I did there? Do you see what I did there? I found a fan. It's not spinning. I wanted it to spin. Pulled over here because the bike was still too cold. But I go and rigged the bike up, and I had to cover up. I have two small holes, and I think it's the air still coming in up here. I couldn't seem to maintain more than 130 degrees, so I'm trying to warm these fuckers up a little more. I'm all bundled up. I'm doing pretty good. Worst thing about a Belikov is you just cannot wear your damned, what's the shit called? I don't know words. My glasses. Man, I'm sorry, there's just no way around it. Luckily, my vision isn't terrible, but I would like to have them on. Stupid fucking little inner liner in these things is all fucking caught up. Pinky's fucking me in the asshole right now. Get the fuck on there, you fucker. Yeah, I got my mega suit on here. Got my super modified built winter gloves. It sucked when I first got them. I sprayed the shit out of them with that waterproof and shit. That's some crazy shit though, man. Y'all told me that in my video when I was bitching about the cold to fucking cover up them radiators. So I had two little holes, and I brought some tape and a knife with me. And I already had to pull over once. I taped up the one side, and now I had to tape up the other side. But I mean, I could still see it was better. Like before, it just the thing just plummeted, man. It went to fucking 100 in a minute, and then that was that. It hit 100, and then the gauge turned off. There's 170. Let's do this. We've already dropped 10 degrees and we're not even out on the big road yet. God dang. It's just below freezing out, fuckers. This car is getting on it like hard as dicks, so I guess I don't pull out. I don't know. Look at all that smoke. Cold ass engine. Your car ain't warmed up. Man, he just fogs. I gotta have to leave it cracked on this cold ass day. Alright, well the temperature's down to 154. Shit. 151. It's dropping but slowly. Oh no. Oh, poor bike. You're gonna have to buy that thermostat after all, I guess. And yes, the WR does not have a thermostat. That just means it's like a very basic system. Because you gotta remember, this is like motocross parts kind of detuned for the street. And they didn't bother putting a thermostat. Motocross bikes don't have a thermostat. I don't really fucking need it because some fuckers ain't racing when it's cold as shit out. They fire the bitches up and run the shit out of them. So they're happy just being open, simple ass systems. But this is we're down to 134.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. The taste of her cherry chopstick.
See that bitch come in right on the fucking line? God, she's hot. Crazy good show. Better than the Super Bowl. I mean, it was an interesting game, but when it ends like that, you're like, why did I fucking watch this bullshit? You still recording? Are you still working, Drip? Are we gonna have to buy a fucking GoPro or something and do a new setup? Because, man, this thing is being silly lately. This is one he isn't even mine. Mine was acting up like a month ago, and I started using my brother's, who just left it with me when he went to the Navy. And now his shit's fucking up, so well, I was supposed to give it back to him after all the time he was out on leave, and oh, welcome back. Here's your broken ass camera. I have to buy him one too. Shit. Come on, Drift. Speaking of my brother in the Navy, that's why we're actually out here on the road right now. He's off on, he's off on the leave right now. He's a nuclear guy on a Carl Vinson. He dropped this DRZ400 off with me. For all the confusion, I guess if you skip around the videos and you don't watch them all in order, maybe you don't always know what's going on. My old DRZ I sold, my old blue one, and I bought this WR. And then I've had a black DRZ for a while, but it ain't mine. That's my brother's. He bought that. He's out in California, San Diego. And before he went on leave, he dropped it off with me. Oh, God, I burped. He dropped it off with me and told me to keep it running good. And since then, I've burnt out the clutch, low-sided it. Oh, no! That's not my bike. It's like the opposite. Like, I was like, hell yeah, you know, drop it off. I'll fucking do some work on it, make it all fucking nice and shit for you when you get back. Instead, all I've done is trash it. So now it's got a flat battery too. The battery just, I've been ordering some parts for it, you know, what I can afford. Father helped me buy some stuff for it. New clutch I'm about to put in it. I got new plastics. About half the plastics I bought. Oh, here's some bullshit. Okay, now I'll get back to it. Don't worry, I know how I am with ADD and I fucking fuck up stories. Okay, I bought like half the plastics for that bike at like Cycle Gear, right? They just ordered them through, you know, like Parts Unlimited or something. They're not the factory plastics, they're the Acerbis, however the fuck you say that shit. I've had some of those on my DRZ. I've had a lot of Acerbis parts on my old DRZ. Man, I had fucking handguards, fender, a bunch of shit. It was all good stuff. The headlight was even from them. I ordered like half the plastics, like in black, for 90 bucks. And then for some reason, they didn't have the headlight shroud, the tank shrouds, and the fork guard. I mean, we looked through all the books, we couldn't find it. I said, all right, well, I'll run over to Suzuki and I'll buy the other bits, see, you know, what's going to run me over there. Dude, one fucking fork guard from Suzuki, one for the DRZ400SM is $90 fucking dollars. 90. I don't know, I thought the guy was trying to fuck me for a minute, but then he even seemed to agree. It was just ridiculous. For instance, in comparison, when I bought this WR, it didn't have fork guards. These factory ones were, I think, 35 bucks a piece. $90. Suzuki, what the fuck? What have you done to these? Are they gonna fucking, are they also the suspension? Do they come with like part of the suspension? Is that why they're 90 a piece? I swear to God. Anyway, he totaled up the remaining plastics I didn't have at $970. Yeah. See, this is the bullshit. This is why bikes get fucking totaled for no fucking reason at all. You fucking touch the ground with a bike, even a dirt bike. I'm sorry, these are unpainted plastics if you don't know. These are dyed blue, for instance, and, you know, Suzuki is dyed, you know, yellow or black, whatever fucking color you want to make it. These plastics are fucking flexible, whatever ass plastics. They don't break as easy. They don't have clear coat on. They don't have any layers of paint. They are dyed that color when they're formed. So they should be cheap. There is no reason for them to cost any amount of money other than, for instance, Suzuki just wants to be a fucking bunch of assholes. Anyway, moving on. It's still all reasonable compared to what it was if it was a sport bike. They slap a little paint on them fuckers, make them out of a more brittle piece of plastic, and suddenly they want fucking $500 for each piece. Ridiculous. I don't know, I was looking at the other plastics. Maybe I'll just try to sand them down a bit and see if I can't clean them up. If anyone knows where I can get those for fucking cheap, please let me know. I'm probably gonna take the forks off. Well, I have to anyway for another part I gotta put on. But I think I'll rebuild those, do a valve adjustment on the motor. Battery's fucking dead. Charge that bitch up, clean the car up because I got that shitty California gas, so you know it's probably full of fucking hippie dust and shit. So we got to try to get that going. There's a handful of other little things I'll be doing while I'm in there, just cleaning up different wiring things. The bike's probably going to end up being a motor inside of a frame with some bits attached to it, and everything else is coming off to fucking kind of go through it. It's kind of like a mini fucking project, and I'm excited to do it. It just, I don't have a ton of money to throw into it. I don't have a ton of money. I'm fucking expecting a fucking baby soon, so I can't be out there blowing buku money on shit. I think it's gonna be fucking sweet. Hopefully he'll be happy, you know, since he's been in the fucking Navy for 3 years. I mean, birthdays and Christmas, I'll fucking send him something small. I send him a DRZ400SM shirt, but I mean, like, what the fuck can I send him, you know? He doesn't actually have a residence right now. He has to live on the fucking boat when it's in port, like in town, like that. They, for some reason, he should get one when he gets back, but 3 years in, he's a fairly high rank because of being in the nuke program. That motherfucker doesn't have a place. There's no point sending him shit. He's either just got to leave it in his truck or, you know, at a buddy's house. He doesn't have a place to put shit. So I never fucking get him anything cool. And I don't know, I just thought I'd be doing something really nice for him. So I'm trying to get that all done. And that's what we're doing right now, is I got to go and pay my buddy. Buddy got a DRZ400SM. I guess it was like a salvage title deal, and he was going to try to fix it up, and then fucking realized it was just more money than it was worth. It's just better off buying a better one in better shape. But it wasn't SM, so he's just fucking parting it out right now. And he's got a lower triple. And he actually came by my house yesterday. I told him I wanted it. He said, how much will you give me for that lower triple? I was like, I don't know, what's it worth, man? It's like 50 bucks cool? And he was like, yeah, 50's cool. So but he brought me the entire fucking triple. He's like, I don't know, who's gonna fucking want the top piece? Just take the whole thing. The fucking triple was smashed because, remember, I low-sided on that side, and then he did a really big low side. I'll see if I can find fucking video of that, because his buddy was behind him filming when it happened. That dude went gnarly into the fucking ground. And what happens, you have these bump stops in there. His is fucking smashed. Dion had one. I think I told this like in the worst order. Did this make any sense to anybody? I'm a fucking lunatic, and my thumbs are really fucking cold. Everything is okay. I should put the pumpkin handguard warmers in. I bought fucking plastic fucking pumpkins during Halloween time. I was gonna cut them up and put them on here. so they weren't like fucking 20 pounds on each bar, because that was scary as shit. The bike was like super prone to tank slappers. Fucking try to tune it up a bit, get that bike running all fucking solid. I wish I had money to like put like a fucking flat slide carb on there or something, or some fucking hot cams or some shit, but I think he'll be happy with it. It's funny, my bro though, like he bought that bike and he just started like trail riding it almost immediately in supermoto trim. He started going out in the fucking desert, out in the dunes with it, with motard wheels, was just crashing the shit out of it left and right. But was like, fuck it. And then he bought a set of knobbies for it, and it basically, from what I understand, is in knobby trim more than it's in supermoto trim now. Just basically all the time just rides it with the knobbies on, says fuck it. Well, the motor, this is pretty good. The motor is at like 134. I mean, I'd like it to be warmer, but that's reasonable temperature. Oh, where's the sun that takes no prisoners? Can we disrupt a magnetic field around the earth to let in UV rays? So wouldn't that blow away the atmosphere? I think so. Let's not do that. I was like, I think it's gonna be good weather tomorrow, right? He goes, yeah, I think so. We clearly, neither one of us looked at the fucking weather. We did not. I guess I could show you guys my old job too. Yeah. That's where I used to fucking work, mate. Worked at the gas station at Sam's Club for like fucking 4 years to the date. Okay, this was just before like smartphones and stuff, so it wasn't like you could just fuck off on your phone all day, but you really had nothing to do, because there's no register at this pump. The point of the attendant is just to fucking help old people who don't know how to fucking use the gas pump, and to sweep up trash every once in a while, and I would take out all the trash at the end of the day. You gonna exit car? God dang. I don't trust none of these motherfuckers. Dude, oh, fuck do you think a fucking head nod means when I'm driving that slow? It means I don't trust your bitch ass. Anyway, the main reason why these fuckers don't have as good as I do, even though they got more technology to keep their bored asses occupied all day, they fucking put cameras all over the place out here. It's not like anyone can steal gas. You gotta fucking put a card in before you can do anything, but they fucking camera this bitch up so fucking hard that these motherfuckers can't just sleep in the gas hood anymore like I used to do. I used to call this my job at the hut. I used to park my DRZ in this fucking thing in here. I don't even see anybody out here. They don't ever give a fuck about the gas station. They probably don't even fucking have anybody hired but just to come out here and take the trash out. But like legally they're supposed to. That was always the weird thing when I worked here. It was like they really didn't care that much. You know, like you'd be like, I'm gonna go on break. You want to send somebody out here to cover? Nah, fuck it. Is this Jason's truck? So fucking Jason? I think that is Jason's truck. Ah, that motherfucker. He was my neighbor for a while too. I worked here for 4 years, and I came back and worked for like a year and a half overnight. So 5.5 years. These motherfuckers put food on my table. Wasn't always the best job, but can't fucking hate them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, my boy works up here in the fucking tire department. So let's see if he's around. Dion around? Oh, that son of a bitch. Where are you, in the break room? Can I leave my bike out here? Is it okay? Alright, man, I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, I'm slightly skeptical because my R1 got stolen from about 20 feet behind me. Let's go up into old Sam's Club. God, it's been a while since I've been up in here. Alright, Dion. I'll give you a call. Dion, so you're gonna try to help me do the brakes on my truck, because that's gonna be $1 million fucking dollars, apparently. Let's see, I got my wallet, phone, spectacles, testicles. I recognize a handful of people in there from back in the day. They was like, what's up, Jake? I was like, what it do? They're like, what do you do now for a living, man? You still with Frito-Lay? It's like, nah, man, I make videos for the internet. And they're like, what? And I was like, I know, it's weird. Anyone who does YouTube full-time understands it's kind of a weird thing to explain to people. Now, see, what we got right here is a border between two cities, which means cops rarely hang out over here. Which means you can usually do shit like this until the car's in your way. I'm too stiff to try to change lanes right now. This gear is fucking cumbersome. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed my adventures of paying Mr. Dion. And if you got any suggestions about my brother's bike, you should probably leave them in the comments. Or you can click on the other videos or subscribe and join the Gnome Nation. Gnome Nation. Gnome Nation. Gnome Nation. Join the Gnome Nation.